In 1977, the Gambia's founding president, Sir Yahya Jammeh, delivered what became known as the Banjul Declaration, which aimed at calling attention for the need to protect the Gambia's quickly vanishing flora and fauna. But 45 years on, the environmental situation of the Gambia has worsened, and so the government now wants to give the reclaiming of biodiversity another shot with the announcement by the finance minister of partnership with UNDP and the Global Environmental Facility, which is the world's largest funder of biodiversity protection, nature restoration, pollution reduction, and climate change. Moses Imendi has more details of that in this report.
While presenting the 2023 budget speech at the National Assembly, the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, CDKM Keita, said the Gambia has significantly invested in its human and financial resources in order to reverse the trend of biodiversity loss caused by human activities on the environment. These activities include land use, overexploitation of land, fishing, overhunting, and overharvesting. These are the realities that have and still continue to blight the Gambia's efforts in reclaiming its biodiversity by protecting sensitive ecosystems.
On the restoration of mangrove ecosystem, the project has planted 200 hectares of mangrove ecosystem to support the improvement of the marine ecosystem, which could be used for carbon trading in the near future. In the area of biodiversity conservation, the government of the Gambia has significantly invested in its human and financial resources in order to reverse the trend of biodiversity loss. This was partially achieved through the partnership with development agencies such as UNDP, GEF, and NGOs. All these initiatives have laid down the foundation of a solid and sustained institution responsible for biodiversity conservation in the country.
WWF's 2022 Living Planet report highlighted a 69% decline in global population of mammals, fish, birds, reptiles, and amphibians since 1970, and the Gambia is no exception to this. The Gambia was endowed with fascinating wildlife such as lions, elephants, giraffes, and hyenas. But for the hyenas, the other big animals are now extinct in the Gambia. Finance Minister Sidi Keita therefore said the government is exploring bilateral partnerships to recover some damaged ecosystems across the country.
The ministry has engaged the Department of Parks and Wildlife Management and other relevant stakeholders to initiate the reintroduction and restocking of wildlife species by promoting public-private partnerships. The ministry has finalized and validated guidelines for the private sector involvement in natural resource management and exploring bilateral relationship with other countries to facilitate the capture, transfer, and relocation of some extinct wildlife species into our various parks and reserves in the country.
The Gambia is a party to several regional biodiversity treaties. Over the next 2 weeks, delegates from 196 nations will gather in Montreal, Canada, to agree amongst other things on a new biodiversity framework to be known as COP15, which will focus on protecting nature and halting biodiversity loss around the world. For Eyeafrica News, I am Moses Imendi.